downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And time to see what the Atlanta Falcons can do on offense. There's Matt Ryan, starting quarterback, just shy of 5,000 yards in that incredible season in 2016 for Matt Ryan. You look forward, he's going to be working with a new offensive coordinator, Charles.
One of the things I've always admired about Matt Ryan is his ability to embrace change, because he had the same type of a system, changed some coordinators early in his career, but the system was essentially the same for most of his career. And then he had a coordinator change in 2015 and had to adapt to a new style. And he did it so well that by 2016, he was the NFL MVP. So a new offensive coordinator is not going to change much for him. He's going to try to adapt one more time to a new style, new ways of doing things, and I think he'll do it very successfully.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away. Emmanuel Sanders deep for the Broncos. Yeah, Sanders now to return. Now a hit and a loose football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And Tammy with it over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Ryan will throw again. And that's caught by Tammy. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jacob Tammy, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
The return comes now from Jordan Norwood. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Play fake to Anderson. Now Sanchez. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
And when you watch Devontae Freeman run the football, you can almost close your eyes and hear him running the football, can't you? Because people just scatter. I mean, you know, when he goes through a pile, it moves in a positive direction for him. I just love how hard he plays the game.
1,000-yard season. He had 11 touchdowns last year. In March, 25 years old. So he's kind of hitting that sweet spot for a running back, isn't he?
He really is. And I still remember the evaluation of him coming out of college. He does everything well, but you weren't sure he had a dominant trait. Well, wrong about that. He's dominant just about everything he does, and I think that he's going to continue to elevate his game and seek a 3rd Pro Bowl in 2017.
5 yards to gain here on 3rd down. Ryan now off the bootleg. It's caught left side, Tammy. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. They're going to give it to him running right. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's Ryan. Tammy's got it. Complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a... And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. DeMarcus Ware coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 1st down, here's Sanchez. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll fake the give. Now Sanchez. And he's got it. Complete to Fowler. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. They tried a corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back because if you get any fake or move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Virgil Green from 4 yards out. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end Tammy. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
Here we go. Gun. Watch quit. Check.
After the interception, here's Sanchez. Oh, and he'll just get rid of it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job to stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half.
Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. Now Norwood. Look at the spin. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 37 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
In the backfield is Anderson, and they'll give it to him here. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Sanchez. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball. And brings up third down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third.
Here we go. Left 35. Half. Gun. Check. Let's go now. Gun.
Throwing on third down, Sanchez. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Now, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They come out here in the eye. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
When we did DeMarcus Ware's games in Dallas, didn't we spend most of the time talking about him rushing the passer?
We did, and how about now?
Oh, boy, he's expanded his game in a big way. Really does a great job in the run game now, using his length, using his leverage to hold the point of attack and make plays as we just saw there.
Here's Matt Bosher now, standing right on his own 5-yard line.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Now Sanders. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were...
Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Set. Right 20. Right 20. Check, check, check.
They go play action here on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Back to throw, Sanchez. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
To the air once more, Sanchez. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
That's caught at the 1, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders from 4 yards out, and the Broncos have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Time
starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Backing up. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 20 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to an Atlanta 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Falcons a 1st down. And quickly, they get to the line. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Derek Wolfe in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's back to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Sanchez. They'll roll him out right. He's got it. The tight end, Jeff Heuerman. The Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they'll indeed take a knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Let's go now. Left 35. Check. Go.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9.
Gun. Let's go now. Right 20. Right 20. Half.
In the backfield is Anderson. Sanchez now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clenched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And coming out now, the Broncos. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. To throw is Sanchez. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Their big tight end, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now Ryan on first down. Surveying the field. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.